Hello, 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 hello. Very good evening to everyone. It is 5 p.m. and today is 7th of December, and we are at our places. Hariharan sir is at Dombivli, and I am joining from Kalyan, and we are about to start our session, today's session on Keyman Insurance. So I'm here to give a short intro about today's speaker, Mr. CA P.V. Hariharan. So, as you know from his prefix CA, he is an professional who has been working into the industry for more than 4 decades. So, I would say he has been in the industry for more than 40 years of experience he is carrying with him. And along with that, he was also into teaching, and he has served at BK Birla College as a lecturer for a long time. Along with that, he also has learned numerology, and he is a numerologist consultant and Vastu consultant. With this, a short intro about his professional and his uh, professional life, I would welcome everyone in today's session. CA Hariharan is about to join. Please bear with us for just few minutes. Yeah. So with this short intro, I would like to call on the desk Mr. CA P.V. Hariharan for today's session. Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we are about to start the session, sir.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, December 7th, month of December. And I thank Afa Khan for his wonderful introduction about me. And he has spoken high about me. He has given my education, so I have to live to that education. And hopefully, I would be able to do justification to whatever profile whatever he has talked about my profile. And today, most of my dialogue will be in English because I want to send this message to pan India level, east, west, north, south, central, and even international level. And the reason being, uh, digital era has come to stay, and India is very strong in connectivity, be it internet or be it mobile or the mobile penetration. So e-touch with high touch, that is human touch, is my message. The topic is business risk and protection. Topic is business risk and protection. Businessman, when he runs a business, he is already taking the risk of assets, tangible asset, intangible assets, stocks, data. He again takes a risk by taking loans for his working capital, term loan, or credit with credit guarantees. And again, the most important part is these are all the risks he's taking. Apart from this, this is his own risk, life risk, human life value. That is being called as economic life value or human life value, HLV. Or because it is economic, because it is monetary, we talk about as economic life value. So he has to take the responsibility of protection of his family. His family is also at risk because expenses cannot be stopped. Expenses, whether business expenses or family expenses, whether he's running the business or earning a salary, that has to that has to continue. So that has to be protected. So for protection, what is the instrument he has or the company provides so that he can take protection for next 20 years, 30 years, 35 years down the line till his next generation stands up for taking off his business. And at the same time, he is able to concentrate on his active business. His active business is protected by taking the insurance, and while after 60 or 60 or 65 years, when he moves out, he will see that there's an exit clause also, whereby whatever protection he has taken during the active season, active period of his business, he can get it back. How, when, why, where, for what reason keyman insurance is the subject today. What is keyman insurance? Why keyman insurance? When, where, how? It parts in these five questions, all this PPT will be presented. And my request is I will share this in YouTube and share it. And you can ask many people to view this, share it to many people in the YouTube or in the Instagram or in the Facebook, and so that they can come and contact us at 9920168778. Sit with us for 45 minutes. Understand what is the concept. The concept, what is the concept, why the concept, when is the concept, how is the concept, where is the concept, कहाँ पे लागू होता है, किस लिए लागू होता है, क्या है, क्यों है, कब है, कैसे है, कहाँ है, ये सब का अगर आपका सवाल जवाब मन में होता है, और ये अगर ये 5 घंटे का जो है व्हेन वेयर व्हाई हाउ एंड व्हाट, ये अगर मालूम पड़ गया तो कोई भी चीज, कंसेप्ट, धारणा समझने में मुश्किल नहीं है। धारणा समझ गए तो उसको कैसे कार्यान्वयन करने का, उसके लिए हमारा बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट मैनेजर, ब्रांच मैनेजर ऑफ द कंपनी रहेंगे। वो आपको प्रोडक्ट के बारे में बताएंगे और फिर उसके बाद में क्या करना है हम लोग बताएंगे। सो फॉर बिजनेस रूल्स एंड प्रोटेक्शन, आई काइंडली रिक्वायर यू टू share whatever we are sharing in this in YouTube. You have to ask them to subscribe, share the bell icon, and share it. Subscribe, press the bell icon, share it to many MSME people or professionals like chartered accountant, doctors, lawyers, those who are running their business, self-employed persons, and key man insurance. So next slide, please. Wonderful. Here is a picture of two different persons. One is with a laptop, and behind him is there's a clock, and the other is a person in the green suit and gray pant, brown shirt, brown boot, and the backdrop is building, skyscraper building, and the example is of a car and the fuel. So here the message is this expenses which is of petrol in relation to car. Similarly, the premium in relation to the business, there is a connection. That is also an expenses. This is also an expenses, but its impact for both the person, salaried person and business persons, they are on two different footings. For one, it is out of the income he has to pay, and for the other person, out of the income earned, he can debit it to his profit and loss account before he pays the income tax. So for a businessman, it is beneficial, and for a salaried person, it is a hole in the pocket. So how, we will see in the next slide. Now the beauty of this session is I am sitting in Kalyan, I am sitting in Dombili at my house, and Afa Khan, who is my support system, is sitting at his house. And since we are a compatibility and a team, we are able to do this pan India, right? So at the comfort of the house. Similarly, whenever we are making a presentation, that can be done at the comfort of the house. आपको जरूरत नहीं है कि आपको मेरे ऑफिस में आना पड़ेगा या physically we have to meet at the hotel, right? Virtually we can meet at the house. You sitting at your comfort, am I sitting at your comfort, and understanding the concept. So petrol for a salaried person, right? The example should be 27.82 and 27.82. The income in the first case, in the second case, the expenses is 100. In the first case, the expenses is 100. So take the 100 minus 27 will be 73. In the first case, it should be 72. Sorry, 100 plus 27 will be 127.82. And in the other case, 100 minus 27, because whatever expenses here, you can save 27% on tax, so it will be 72. So kaha 72 और कहाँ 127, right number will be 127.18. 100 plus 27.82 is 127.82. For one it is 127.82, not 131, and the other is 72. At every time 1 liter per petrol is purchased. So for every time petrol is put in the car, for a salaried person it is 127.18, right? 127.82. For the other person it is 72.18. So virtually there is a difference of 55 rupees. 72 plus 55, यानी हर 1 लीटर के पेट्रोल पे बिजनेसमैन अपना टैक्स बचाता है, और उसका इनकम हो जाता है 72, whereas for this fellow it is 127, that is 50 to 55% more. Actually it should be like that, because for a salaried person he doesn't take the risk. For a businessman he is taking the risk, so he is to be rewarded. Next. When a key man is given to a partnership firm, private limited company, or LLPs, these are the segments we can cover. And the income tax deduction that is allowed for the premium which is paid is under deduction under Section 37, subsection 1 of the Income Tax Act 1961. Now, if you take this slide slightly, that is when you are paying a premium of say 10 lakhs on or a cover of 10 lakhs on a coverage of 10 crore or 20 crores. 10 lakh, 30% will be 3 lakhs. So 3 lakhs will be saving the tax. For 10 years, you can imagine how much tax he will be saving. And that tax which is paying temporarily by paying the premium, he is taking the protection for his business, for his life. And at the same time, he is reducing his taxable profit. When you go to a chartered accountant will say, आपको सेक्शन 37(1) में इनकम टैक्स में डिडक्शन मिलेगा, right? If you go to the financial planner who is into the investment, he will also go to the chartered accountant with his client and confirm whether the section 37(1) is allowed or not. And this is the only expenses which can be debited to your P&L account, which will come back when the event is triggered. For example, the event trigger means admit. When the event which is triggered is death or exit of the key man person, in that case, the compensation will come back to the employer, right? So in this under section 37, whatever expenses you debit under P-man or employer-employee, that is allowed as deduction. And if you take the case of salary, if you take the case of rent, if you take the case of interest, एक बार गया and गया. Once that is debited means it is gone. So this is the only expenses which is debited. You are taking the benefit of under section 37(1). At the same time, when the event triggers, when the event happens, the unfortunate scene happens, that is whether the key person exits from the office or he is no more in the scene, he is dead. At that time the compensation will come back to the company in the form of there is a cover which you have taken. So 37(1) benefit is allowed under Income Tax Act. Next. Now there should be some vehicle or instrument by which this expense will be allowed. So that instrument is known as e-touch. E-touch, that is a term plan, and this is of Bajaj Life Insurance. यानी कोई प्रोडक्ट कोई प्रोडक्ट तो होना चाहिए बिजनेस प्रोटेक्शन के लिए. वो प्रोडक्ट क्या है? ई टच इन केस ऑफ बजाज इंश्योरेंस, एंड दैट इज अ टर्म प्लान. And what is the expenses, that is what is the amount you are allowed to save? You are allowed to save 27.82% on premium. This is the highest slab of income tax. If you're in the 20% bracket, you will be saving 20%. If you are in the 10% bracket, you will be saving 10%. For any age from the age of 25 to 65, this policy can be given. वाहन क्या है? जरिया क्या है? जरिया इज कीमैन इंश्योरेंस। कि कौन कौन देता है? इंश्योरेंस कंपनी देता है। किसको देता है? बिजनेस एंटिटी को। कौन है बिजनेस एंटिटी? प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी, एलएलपी, पार्टनरशिप फर्म, राइट? इन सबको दिया जाता है, राइट? सो ये एक अस्त्र है या वस्तु है, इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, जिससे आप ये प्रोटेक्शन ले सकते हैं। क्यों प्रोटेक्शन लेना है? क्यों प्रोटेक्शन लेना है? क्योंकि बिजनेसमैन के पास भी अपना protection is to be taken because businessman is risking his life as well as his property in the business. So he needs to be protected because उसके भी फैमिली होते हैं, फैमिली को प्रोटेक्ट करना चाहिए, राइट? नेक्स्ट, I have covered 4 slides of the keyman insurance. What is keyman insurance? Who is a keyman? Why it is to be taken? When it is to be taken? How it is to be taken? That we will cover now. I have told about the why of the keyman insurance. And what is the Keyman insurance all about, we are going to cover, right? Please try to understand when I'm talking on this subject. It is I'm giving the whole concept in for to 25 to 30 minutes, and then I'll put it for discussion. Please be open to discussion. Keyman is an employee. A keyman can be an employee. A keyman can be an owner. The owner of the company will be director. Owner of the company can be partnership firm, partners, or LLPs also. They can be a keyman, or they can be or keyman can be an employee. If it's a professionally run company, you have CEOs, that is chief executive officers, CAO, chief administrative officer, CFO, chief financial officer, and salespersons, right, who contributes to the substantially to the business income or business processes. For them, for they are the key persons, they are the drivers of the company, and they need to be protected in the sense they should not quit the business, or at the same, or they should be seeing that in case untowards happen to them, they should be, that is, so there's a, it's a replacement cost. अगर कोई आदमी की पर्सन है, अगर वो चला गया, यानी जिंदगी से चला गया या अपने बिजनेस से क्विट हो गया, तो बिजनेस को तकलीफ होती है फिर से रिप्लेसमेंट के लिए। रिप्लेसमेंट कॉस्ट आता है, रिप्लेसमेंट कॉस्ट के लिए आता है कीमैन इंश्योरेंस। नेक्स्ट, तो हु इज अ कीमैन इज कवर्ड। नेक्स्ट, benefits of कीमैन इंश्योरेंस। There are 25 benefits which I can share it later, right? The benefits of the Keyman है, तभी तो ये concept आ गया, and because the concept is there, we are trying to drive that concept. Safeguards the business against untimely demise of the key person. If the key person untimely dies, so there should be a replacement. So till the replacement person is found out, this compensation will enable the company to tide over the difficult period. Next, tax benefit under Section 37(1), which I have discussed earlier. It is a token benefit, but the main benefit is continuity of the business as a going concern, continuity of the business in case the key man is not in the scene, because he has worked for 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, and suddenly he quits the company because he wants to exit, or because because he quits from the world. These are the possibilities of contingency that can happen. So there will be a vacuum in the company, and that vacuum is to be filled. Yes, so company should be a going concern. The image of the company should be safeguarded, because if the key person goes, the remaining stockholders will try to see that will try to quit away from the company. That should not happen. Next, if the company has taken loan, right, that loan is something which is pledged, and this is hedged. Hedged यानी आप एक कीमैन इंश्योरेंस ले रहे, एक प्रीमियम भर रहे, and then you have that paper. That paper is hedged. So when there is a threat to the pledge, this hedge will come, and this hedge will make good the loss which can happen in case of the loan 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 constraint which the company has to pay to the bankers or NBFC. And when a key person has a share in the company as a owner, when he dies, naturally there will be a disproportion in the capital, and that capital of his has to be paid with valuation to the person. So the company cannot dip into the pockets of the business and pay, because that will affect their working capital or the cash flow. So, since that should not happen, that is why in case of the disability that happens because of the death of the person, his share has to be paid to his family. In that case, the trigger happens, the compensation will be given by the insurance company to the key person's family, right? And if nothing happens, then also then apart from this going concern, the protection of the going concern, the protection of the instability of the shares, and the protection of the loan, there are another 10 to 15 benefits which you can always say, right? The main benefit is safeguarding the business against untimely trigger happening in the business. Disruption से बच सकते हो, right? Anything disruption which is happening in the case of a key person, that can be protected. Next, sir, I hope everybody is enjoying. Now comes to the question: who was a key man? We have discovered, we have found out. Now we are finding out what is the share of a key man in the company. In case of a professionally run company, the key man share, key man यानी कोई भी हो सकता है, CFO होता है, CEO हो सकता है, सेल्स पर्सन होता है, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, टेक्निकल पर्सन होता है. Their total share should be less than 51%. And if it is a family run business, यानी दादा, बाद में बेटा, बाद में बहू, family run business, the total share of the key person should not be, it should be less than 70%. That is, family includes spouse and minor child. And the next is that person is a key person. ये आदमी खास पर्सन है फैमिली के लिए या प्रोफेशन के लिए. ये एस्टेब्लिश करने के लिए आपके पास प्रूफ देना पड़ेगा. किसको देना पड़ेगा प्रूफ? इंश्योरेंस कंपनी को. कौन देगा? The entity. Which entity? Partnership firm, LLP, and private limited company. Why? Because they want to take a key man insurance for the key persons. इतने सिंपल ढंग से बता दो. Why, when, what, where, how. If that is established, you will have no doubt as to how this instrument can be pitched as an insurance specialist, as a financial planner, or how, why this key man should be taken by the insurance company if you are attending as a prospect who are searching for a key man insurance, if you are a businessman or MSMEs. Right? Next. Key man insurance checklist. अभी एंटिटी ने डिसाइड किया कि मुझे की मैन लेना है मेरे की पर्सन के लिए, और इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ने बोला कि हाँ ये आपको हम लोग की मैन दे रहे हैं, टर्म प्लान दे रहे हैं. एंड देयर शुड बी अ डॉक्यूमेंट दैट शुड फ्लो फ्रॉम द insured company or the proposed company proposal to the insurance company. And who will collect it? The insurance advisor or the recruiter, in case of if the person is a recruiter for the company, or the intermediaries have to do the checklist, the collection of documents. There are 12 documents only. हो सकता है मोटा मोटा 15 डॉक्यूमेंट होगा, राइट. एंड डॉक्यूमेंट के खेल समझो. And the document will be vetted by the chartered accountant, that is the insurance specialist, or the chartered accountant if he is also pitching this plan, right? Next. Proposal form. There is a form. Entity has to be proposal. Entity है जो कंपनी अपना की पर्सन को कवर करना चाहता है. The proposal form will be given by the insurance company to the entity and they have to fill the form. फॉर्म किसका होगा? इंश्योरेंस कंपनी का होगा. भरना किसको है? इंश्योरेंस एंटिटी को. एंटिटी कौन हो सकता है? प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी, पार्टनरशिप फर्म और एलएलपीस, राइट. और इवन इट कैन बी डन बाय हिंदू अनडिवाइडेड फैमिली. ब्यूटीफुल. हिंदू अनडिवाइडेड फैमिली, ट्रस्ट, कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी सब कवर कर सकते हैं. हु हैज टू पे द प्रीमियम? जो कंपनी अपने की मैन को कवर करना चाहती है उसका बिजनेस, दैट कैन बी, द प्रीमियम हैज टू बी पेड बाय द एम्प्लॉयर, राइट. And it will pay the premium to whom? To the insurance company. Why? Because they are taking the protection. For how much? That quantification will be done by the insurance specialist. That is the insurance agent, right? And for how many years? 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, depending upon the agreement done by the employer दैट इज द एंटिटी एंड द इंश्योरेंस कंपनी, उतने तक आपका बिजनेस प्रोटेक्टेड रहेगा और बिंदास बिजनेस कर सकते हो, because you have taken and your focus will be not on now protection, your focus will be on volumes, horizontal or vertical. Vertical growth, horizontal growth देखो, बराबर है. एंड द नेक्स्ट प्रूफ, ये बंदा जो आपका की पर्सन है, कैसा कैसा कैसे सामान पड़ेगा. Resolution has to be passed by the directors with the seal of the company in case of private limited company or LLPs, and in case of the partnership firm, which is the partners have to give the resolution in the letterhead that this person is a key person. Key person as an owner or as an employee. ओनर भी की पर्सन हो सकता है, एम्प्लॉय भी की पर्सन हो सकता है, राइट. सो आई एम स्पीकिंग इट सो क्लियरली एंड सस्टिंक्टली, इतने अच्छे ढंग से बता रहा हूँ कि आपका नेक्स्ट वाले जी जो अटेंड कर रहे हैं कि अगर आपको जिज्ञासा है, मुझे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हो, आफा खान को कांटेक्ट कर सकते हो, 9920168778. मैं डोंबिवली में बैठा हूँ, अभी आज मीटिंग लगा रहा हूँ. वी आर एक्सेसिबल बिटवीन मॉर्निंग 10:45 टू इवनिंग 10 o'clock. पिक योर फोन, have one-to-one contact for conversion. We can sit in a hotel. If you can sit in my office, you can come to my office. It is in Kalyan. If you want to sit, you can. आपको घर से बैठना है तो we can have a Zoom meeting and for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and understand the concept. You can have your other person also, your team member also to understand this concept. I will have my teammates like my business development manager and branch manager so that they can give a clarity on the products. And then only then the deal can be closed because they will ask you all these documents only. इच्छा है, इच्छा इच्छा है, समझ में आया. डिसीजन लेना है तो प्रूफ देना है. प्रूफ दे दिया तो we can take the next step of closing. Closing is as simple as it. Whether it be key man, whether it be an employer insurance, or whether it be a ULI plan, or whether it be a pension plan, मुझे कंसेप्ट समझ में आना चाहिए. वॉट एवर स्टेज, करंट स्टेज टू डिजायर्ड स्टेज में जाना है तो आपको ये सब समझना पड़ेगा. धारणा, स्लोगन और वरदान. धारणा है आपको कंसेप्ट, स्लोगन है कि ईमेल इंश्योरेंस, वरदान है कि मुझे, इससे वरदान है कि मेरा बिजनेस कंटिन्यूसली चलेगी. राइट. नेक्स्ट, नेक्स्ट प्लीज. नाउ दिस इज द एक्चुअल डॉक्यूमेंट्स. The first was a resolution establishing that I am the key person. The next is the memorandum and articles of association of the company has to be given. That is the KYC, their PAN card, Aadhaar card. Then the shareholding pattern. The shareholding pattern will be given in the articles of association. The memorandum of association will identify the objectives of the company and the other ancillary objectives of the company. Right? Provided you are not in the legacy risk of the insurance industry, your Cayman will be accepted. Right? These are the master documents of the company. And in case of partnership, the partnership deed, registered or unregistered. And then follows the financial documents. You should be financially profitable for the last 3 years. That is the condition. Last 3 years means if you are taking for 2025-26 or 24-25, 23-24 and 22-23, you should have been in profit. Because profit के basis में ही आपका की पर्सन का कवरेज डिसाइड होता है. उसका पैसा, उसका उसका पगार कितना जाता है, उसका रेशियो में कितना जाता है. बेस्ड ऑन दैट की पर्सन सैलरी and 70% of this salary and or 70% of the profit of the company, the key person will be covered because they have to see whether the company has the ability to pay the premium. That is why the profitability has to be established. And then the income tax returns of the company for the last 3 years, ITR with computation has to be given by the insured entity, that is partnership firm or member private limited company or LLPs, or even case of Hindu and divided family to the insured company. The KYC of the beneficial owner of the entity. KYC. Next. Again, जो कंपनी का डॉक्यूमेंट देना पड़ता था आपको, वैसा ही की पर्सन का भी आपको डॉक्यूमेंट्स अपना फाइनेंशियल स्टेटस देना पड़ेगा। दैट ही इज एन एम्प्लॉई दैट हैज टू बी एस्टेब्लिश्ड बाय द एंटिटी टू द इंश्योर्ड कंपनी। ये हमारा एम्प्लॉई है, उसका पेरोल में नाम होना चाहिए, एंड हिज सैलरी शुड हैव बीन पेड बाय चेक when that has to be established. And his Form 16, which he has filed for the last 2 to 3 years, that has to be given by the key person. And similarly, if Form 16 is not available, the other option is his bank statement for the last 6 months that the salary is credited to his account has to be established. कैश पेमेंट दिया तो नहीं चलेगी, राइट? खास पर्सन का पेमेंट चेक से होना चाहिए। एंड द प्रूफ ऑफ रेम्यूनरेशन फ्रॉम द एंटिटी, द प्रूफ इज द बैंक स्टेटमेंट एंड द फॉर्म 16। These are the two proofs. And the resolution establishes the fact that the company is willing to cover him. The income proof. Again, there is the last 3 years income tax form 16 as well as ITR with computation of income tax returns. Both for the company and the key person that has to be given. So, अपना 4, 5, 9, 9, 3, 12 key man's profile justification. Why, how he is a key man? Why he is a key man? What is his role? What is his goal? How does he contribute substantially to the business of the company? 1 page or 2 page has to be given by the company to the insured company, and that has to be in the letterhead, right? So that establishes a fact he's a key person. That Form 16 gives his financial standings, and all these documents has to be bundled in a that is, it has to be prepared systematically by the insurance agent advisor, or in that case, the super specialist. We call him as a super specialist. Those who are able to lock in key man insurance and employer-employee. He is not an ordinary advisor. He is a super specialist, and his work should be clinical, like a doctor. All the documents has to be like a lawyer. It has to be at a one place, and that has to be handled by the insurance advisor on behalf of the entity to the insurance company. At the same time, when the documents are to be handed over, before the documents are to be handed and before the quotation of the premium is established, we have to take the underwriting. He is the primary underwriter on behalf of the company. They have their own underwriter who will vet the documents, because but you are the primary underwriter. Because if you have done the job of an underwriter, that is asking the key man's health status, asking the key man's habits, asking the key man's that is his health conditions. You have to ferret this information. Sometimes they don't give it. So there you have to be play the role of an auditor and find out his health status as a doctor, so that when it goes to the underwriters, they will be able to see that whatever you have given as a proof and as about the health as well as the document is 100% true, so that the premium which is given in the quotation will be the same premium which the underwriter will be able to pass the policy. Otherwise, it will come as a loaded premium. So you will have to shell more premium on the same person, because if there's a health status is not declared, or he has a health status which is an issue, whether he has been operated or whether all this has to be discussed, because it is a term plan. Very, very important. Next. Again, it's a repetition. जो पहला पढ़ा उसी चीज को FAQ है, फ्रीक्वेंटली आंसर आस्क्ड क्वेश्चन। जो सामने वाले अभी बैठे हैं उनके मन में जो डाउट होता है वही क्वेश्चन को आंसर किया है FAQ। So let us run through it. Who is a key man? What is a key man? What is a key man insurance policy? अच्छा ये what is a key man insurance policy is taken by the business entity on the life of the significant employee whose service contributes substantially to the success of the business to compensate the financial loss it may suffer due to the death or illness of its key employee। बहुत ही सिंपल है। की मैन इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी क्या है, उसका व्याख्यान दिया है, डेफिनेशन परिभाषा दिया है, जो मैंने पहले भी समझाया। ये सब्सटेंशियली कंट्रीब्यूट टू द बिजनेस ऑफ द कंपनी। खास आदमी है, खास आदमी को खास प्रोटेक्शन। ऐसा पॉलिटिशियंस को पुलिस रहता है, वैसा बिजनेस में बिजनेस प्रोटेक्शन के लिए कीमैन के पास जवान नहीं है, इसके लिए उसका जवान उसका इस फॉर द कीमैन प्रोडक्ट द हेड माउथ लेग एंड द is the insurance agent who can be the proposer in the Cayman insurance. यानी इंश्योरेंस कीमैन को कवर करने के लिए कौन जिम्मेदारी लेने वाला है? कंपनी, दैट इज प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी, एलएलपीस, they will pay the premium. The purpose is to safeguard the business and continuity of the business as a going concern. एंड कंपनी कभी लिक्विडेट नहीं होना चाहिए, कंटिन्यूसली रन करना चाहिए, इसके लिए ये कवर करना चाहिए. एंड द डेथ बेनिफिट टू द, if the event gets triggered, and if the event gets triggered while he is in the company, आप कंपनी में रहते हो, उसका डेथ होता है, क्योंकि प्रीमियम कंपनी ने भरा है, तो उसका कंपनसेशन भी कंपनी को जाएगी. बी क्लियर ऑन दैट, बी क्लियर ऑन दैट. क्योंकि कंपनी अपनी जिम्मे अपनी रिस्क कवर करने के लिए देता है. नेक्स्ट, हु कैन बी एज अ प्रपोजर इन द पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म अंडर की मैन इंश्योरेंस. अगर पार्टनरशिप हुआ तो पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म विल बी द प्रपोजर. Who will pay the premium? The partnership will pay the premium, or the LLP will pay the premium. The purpose again is to safeguard the business, protect the business. अब business का कवच, लाइफ जैकेट. जैसा पॉलिटिशियंस अगर किधर सभा में भरने भी जाते हैं, उनकी लाइफ जैकेट उनके लिए प्रोटेक्शन रहता है, बंदोबस्त रहता है. तो ये एक बंदोबस्त है बिजनेस में. मैंने एग्जाम्पल अच्छे से दिया. या बारिश में अम्ब्रेला, राइट, विंटर में कोट, स्वेटर, बराबर. और प्लेन में जाएगा तो आपको लाइफ जैकेट पहनने बोलते हैं. दैट बेनिफिट गोes to the partnership firm, obviously, right? Product allowed in the key man insurance. प्रोडक्ट का अपने जवाब नहीं रहता है, उसको नाम की मैन दिया है क्योंकि खास आदमी को कवर करता है. तो व्हाट इज द प्रोडक्ट? इट्स अ टर्म प्लान. टर्म प्लान एंड नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस बेसिस. इसमें आप प्रॉफिट नहीं बना सकते हो. whereas इन केस ऑफ एन एम्प्लॉयर एम्प्लॉय इंश्योरेंस, आप एम्प्लॉय के आप एम्प्लॉय को कवर करने के लिए कोई भी प्रोडक्ट दे सकते हो. इट कैन बी यूलिप, इट कैन बी ट्रेडिशनल पॉलिसी, इट कैन बी term plan, it can be term plan with ROP, return of premiums, and only an insurance industry can give this. Mutual fund cannot give this, right? Nor capital market can give this. If you are investing, only key insurance industry can they give this. That is why insurance advisor is the only pivotal person to help you in this case. ROP variant is not allowed in Keyman. ROP is return of premium. यानी आपका आप जो प्रीमियम भर रहे हैं उसमें रिटर्न ऑफ प्रीमियम बराबर है, नहीं अलाउड है. अलाउड है, उसका रास्ता बताता हूँ मैं बाद में. नेक्स्ट, मैक्सिमम टर्म अंडर की मैन इंश्योरेंस. आपका मैक्सिमम नॉर्मली लाइफ में रिटायरमेंट तो 65 को 60 का होता है, लेकिन बिजनेसमैन को 65 तक, अगर वो 25 से 40 साल तक बिजनेस चलाता है तो 40 साल तक वो अपना पॉलिसी चला सकता है. और फैमिली रन बिजनेस होगा तो 75 ईयर्स तक अपना पॉलिसी कवरेज ले सकते हो. इसमें खास एक बुद्धि है, वो मैं बाद में बताता हूँ. How you can take the benefit by quitting or exiting the policy before 65. 61 में लगा कि आप 60 साल हो गए, मेरे बच्चे बड़े हो गए, and they can do the business. Policy can be taken for the new generation who are in the age of 25, 20, 25. So the premium will be less, and if you decide want to take the coverage, you can exit the policy by surrendering to the insurance company at 61 or 71 and take the entire premium that is paid back. That is known as exit. मैंने जब एक्टिव बिजनेस हो गया, मैंने प्रीमियम भर के कवरेज लिया, इनकम टैक्स रिड्यूस किया, और जब मुझे नहीं चाहिए तो मैं सरेंडर करके अपना प्रीमियम वापस दे, तो कवरेज अपने हट जाएगी, जरूरत नहीं था. और द बेस्ट वे, राइट. आर द प्रीमियम्स पेड बाय द कंपनी ट्रीटेड एज अ परक्विजिट इन द हैंड्स ऑफ एम्प्लॉइज. परक्विजिट यानी टैक्सेबल. अगर कीमैन छोड़ के जाता है तो ऑप्शन है कि द कंपनी कैन क्लोज द कीमैन इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी, और इट कैन हैंड इट ओवर टू द कीमैन, सेज भैया आप छोड़ के गए जा रहे हैं कि कोई बात नहीं, इसका प्रीमियम आप भुगतान करो. प्रीमियम भुगतान करने के बाद मान लो प्रीमियम का टर्म खत्म हो गया, तो जो भी उसका बेनिफिट है, that compensation which is going to be received, that will be taxable in his hand if he is alive, and that will be, you can spread it over 5 years and spread the taxable cover. At the same time, if he dies, then the legacy, then the compensation will go to his family, and that family, it will be exempted under section 10 10D. पूरा पैसा जो मिलेगा नॉन टैक्सेबल मिलेगा. अगर जिंदा है तो टैक्सेबल होगा, अगर जिंदा है और कंपनी में है तभी भी टैक्सेबल होगा कंपनी के लिए, राइट। नेक्स्ट, व्हाट वुड हैपन इफ अ कीमैन लीव्स द एम्प्लॉयमेंट, ये तो मैंने बताया, ये तो मैंने बता दिया। तो ये FAQ है, ये फ्रीक्वेंटली आंसर्ड क्वेश्चन सभी के दिमाग में रहता है, तो इट्स इन एवरीबॉडीज ब्रेन, एंड दैट आई हैव एड्रेस्ड इट। सो कंसेप्ट और ऑब्जेक्शन, ऑब्जेक्शन इसको बोलते हैं ऑब्जेक्शन हैंडलिंग। फ्रीक्वेंटली आंसर्ड क्वेश्चन क्या होता है, आपके दिमाग में जो ऑब्जेक्शन है हम इसके द्वारा क्लियर करते हैं। नेक्स्ट, एग्जाम्पल्स, 2 crore पॉलिसी, 2 crore पॉलिसी 42,717 per annum for 10 years. Now if you work it, this will be 0.1 पैसे, 42,717 2 crore का है, 21 पैसा, 21 पैसा आप, 21 पैसे का आप 2 कोटी का कवर दे दो, बुरा है। 10 साल का लेगे तो it will be 2 rupees, and for 30 years it will be 2 rupees into, for 10 years it is 2 rupees, for 30 years it will be 36 rupees। 6 रुपए में 42,717 into 10 is 4,27,000 12 लाख, 12 लाख का कवरेज, वो 2 कोटी का प्रोटेक्शन, और 30 साल के लिए, ये होता है 6 रुपये। हाँ, if you compare in terms of income, from the income you are paying, it will, the percentage will be higher, but you have to take it talk in terms of the coverage, मेरे को कवर कितना मिला, मैंने प्रीमियम कितना भरा। नेक्स्ट, नेक्स्ट, 5 crores, so 152,000, 1,52,000 on 5 crores, right? So it will work to 30 paisa, I believe, right? And there is a clause of early exit. So 30 paisa for 10 years, 3 rupees, sorry, 30 paisa for 1 year, and 3 rupees for 10 years. It will be 9 rupees for 30 years. The person who is 40, he will be paying for 25 years. So 25 years into 1,50,000, you will find out. And for 5 crore, the premium will be peanut. Next, next example, 10 crores policy. So this works to 30 paisa for 1 year. For 10 years, it will be 3 rupees. 3 rupees for 10 years, 6 rupees for 20 years, right? And 9 rupees for 30 years. His age is 40, so you can cover up to 25 years. And 7.5 रुपये 8 रुपये में आप 10 कोटी का कवरेज ले रहे हो। So the maximum insurance coverage which insurance company can give is 100 crores, right? So this is a whole exercise of Keyman Insurance. And before I take goodbye, I would like to keep this session open and ask the persons to come and ask for query. So the solvency ratio is 432%, and the insurance company, Bajaj Life Insurance का 430% है। So company is strong enough to pay your liability. Don't worry about in case the event happens. Compensation company दे देगी। बाकी सब देखो, claim ratio is 177, 191, 187, और बजट का 437 है। अगर 100 रुपये लाइबिलिटी है, वो 400 रुपये, 430 रुपये उसका ताकत है लाइबिलिटी को हटा, लाइबिलिटी को लिक्विडेट करने का, पेमेंट देने का। सो चिंता मत कीजिए, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कीमैन कवर कीजिए, कीमैन या एम्प्लॉयर एम्प्लॉय कवर कीजिए, और अपने कंपनी को प्रोटेक्ट कीजिए, राइट। थैंक्स, गेट सेट एंड गो। नाउ I will leave the, I will, we will have a discussion, and video is, please share the video to the person who wants to talk and ask question. And thanks to the participant who have attended. अपना ये खोल दीजिए ना वीडियो। एनी क्वेश्चन प्लीज, मिस्टर रेनोवा। आपने ओपन किया है?
यस, इनको रिक्वेस्ट किया ओपन करने के लिए।
हाँ ठीक है। He can do with audio, with video open or without video open. There's no issue, because unless you ask the question, we will not be able to find out whether we have reached whether we are able to make you reach what you want to understand. Anyway, thanks for attending the webinar, and Afa Khan, thanks for hosting the sessions. And
Thank you.
it's all about it's failing to fail forward. Fail होना चाहिए so that अपने we will learn by failing, right? Today we are on the digital world. We are able to demonstrate what we can do with the digital era. And yesterday we had a meeting in Dubai for a Dubai session also. The Zoom meeting is a paid version, and we have this recorded version which will be playing it. And thanks to the participant for attending the webinar. And please let us see that is shared in the YouTube right now, so that we can see how many views. When we can, whenever the sharing comes, we can share it again to the share it in Facebook and as well as Instagram, so that it reaches the people. And it can share in my for me also, so that I can share it to many persons, and you can also share it to many persons, right?
Right.
You can do it at our WhatsApp also, so that
Yeah.
you can do the
So
promotion
for the
for it.
participants, you can connect to us through Facebook, Instagram, or either you can comment on our YouTube channel, and through there we'll connect to you. And if you are able to, we would like to have a call or either a recorded Zoom session with you. So we will be available individually, and we will have one-to-one session of 40 to 30 minutes individually. So we are
And
available for this service. You
lastly,
can
before
contact us through our official number 99201 6877 uh, 99201
yes,
68778.
yes.
Yeah,
And lastly, I would like to say we can claim to be a financial doctor, and if you want a financial victory, you have to come to the financial doctor, because whenever you are listening to somebody, it is like my current state versus desired state. मेरा करंट परिस्थिति, मेरा इच्छुक परिस्थिति, इसका ब्रिज करने के लिए अगर आप अपने अटकलें लगाया, राइट, यू विल हैव टू डू द ट्रायल एंड यू विल गो टू द नेगेटिविटी, यानी नीचे जाना पड़ेगा, नीचे जाके बाद में रियलाइज करने के बाद ऊपर आना पड़ेगा टू रीच द डिजायर्ड स्टेट. वी हैव ourselves as a bridge between your current state and the desired state. तो जो 10 साल 15 साल आपको लगेगी, वो आपको आधा घंटे में 1 घंटे में समझ में आया. तो व्हाट इज द हार्म? So those who are attending, see to that you give a reference to many persons, so that they can take advantage of our knowledge. Of course, nothing comes free. When we are taking a session, we value our session, we value our time, we value our skill, right? But you need not do anything when you are when you are covering the financial planning. We are benefited by the insurance company. They will give us the
we are not able to hear you, sir. Are you still there? Hello. Okay. Mr. CA Hariharan is not able to connect to us. Might be there some technical issue. Uh, so we are winding up this session. As he said, I would like to continue that uh, uh, you can get the benefit of CA Hariharan's 40 years of experience. He has been into the profession for more than 40 years. So you can take that benefit when you are running your business. And we are also providing apart services from insurance. Every financial service we are providing, you can connect to us for any financial service you want. And we are available during the business hours. You can connect to us directly on WhatsApp, or either you can connect to us through any other social media channel which is available, or either you can connect to us on LinkedIn. So with this short winding up, I would like to end the session for today. And good evening, and good night for everyone who has attended session, and those who are watching on YouTube. Please share this video with your loved ones, so that they can also get the benefit out of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.